What's up, guys? Your boy Black Mishima here today, and today I will be going over a topic that has been going around a little bit with some Tekken players, such as the main man and all that. And I just want to put maybe my 2 cents on it, and it is execution in video games, not only just pertaining to Tekken, but like in my recent review, I talked about you know in a game like Devil May Cry, you know where it's basically no jump canceling is really fucking hard to do, and how they simplified it in Devil May Cry 5. And I also heard a concept, 6 months ago, I think it was, from a person called Cora Gaming on YouTube. And he was going over how basically you can do a merengue beat with Ryu's parry on Chun Li's critical art. And I just think you lose a bit of the challenge of the game that, in some aspects, that were more interesting before in another game. That that might pull you in because of the challenge. And I think if a combo is more challenging to do, you'll be drawn more into trying to do it. Rather than if it's just easy, you won't really try. I mean, like you'll probably get it, and you'll be like, all right, I can probably just do this all the time. But if you limit combos, then it prevents like personality and your style. It prevents the game from being fun in that way, and I just think that's kind of disappointing. In Devil May Cry 3, there was no such thing as changing styles and whatever until Devil May Cry 4. And you can do the same in Devil May Cry 5. But the difference between Devil May Cry 5 and 4, even though Devil May Cry 5 has style switching for Dante like it was in 4 for him, jump canceling is way easier. And you really feel it. And I'll try to show it right here. Just doing something like this in 3, which is jump canceling Dante's one hit. Now, mind you, he had no other attacks for Agni Arundra in the air. Just triangle. Just doing this was really challenging. Just doing this. Because your fingers have to be so fast to do it. So, just doing that was really hard to do. Now it takes a bit of skill to do to charge your sword with Nero and do this pretty much for a beginner who's never played Devil May Cry 5. But then once you master the just doing it one time, you might occasionally get the 3 bar thing, but this becomes immensely easier, and you can pretty much kill any enemy like that, unless they can bail out of it, like those teleporting enemies or whatever. But even chainsaw enemies, you can catch them in a loophole like that. Now Dante has it way what do you call? He has it the same as Nero. It's way easy to do it. Also, even setups are easier than Devil May Cry 4. Even setups. They're still fun, but setups are way easier to do than Devil May Cry 4. I could do basically something like this. Lock them up with the rose again. I think I'm about to do it here. Lock them up with the rose again. Basic setup. See, I keep watching with the rose. So it's even easier to keep enemies in the air, which is a hard thing to do in Devil May Cry 3 and Devil May Cry 4. Now I'm about to show like doing a basic launcher in a combo with Cassie Cage, and a comparison to doing a combo with Kazuya. So here's a basic combo with Cassie Cage. Now the special move at the end, if you're good with special moves, like basically from a game like Street Fighter, I bet my brother, who's really good at Street Fighter 4, who's never even touched Mortal Kombat before, right? Who's never even touched MKX. And I think MKX is way harder than MK11. I don't know about it, the bouncing of that game, But I'd say doing combo is way harder in that game than MK11, and that was basically on purpose because their design of the game and their guidance or whatever. They're leaning toward a more footsie style based game like Street Fighter in MK11. And that's fine, but I just feel like limiting the characters in such a way that the player can't even inject themselves kind of loses the interest. The like I was going with Devil May Cry, like taking away certain things, like if they just kept inertia or they kept what do you call it? If they kept like techniques like guard flag and all that, it would have been immensely more interesting. And it would have had, I think the game would have maybe last a couple more years, and I think it'll be kept alive for a couple more years by the community. But who knows? It's really unpredictable. Unpredictable. I don't know why I could say it. All right. So I'm gonna show now. So in comparison to this, which is a basic combo in MK11, I'm gonna show a combo with Kazuya here in Tekken 7. So doing an electric requires immense speed. Just doing an electric. And I'm gonna do jab here. Make it right here. And then doing the electric at the end, you have to run. So this is all timing. The jabs in the combo are all timed. And doing the down forward 1 at the end was timing. And I think there's just virtue in having this. It just feels good. Because then you'd be like, yes, I did this. And having a feeling of overcoming that obstacle of having trouble doing something like this feels great. And I feel like it should stick around in other games. And I don't know. I don't know what they're going to do with the future of Devil May Cry. I don't know what they're going to do certain like developers concerning fighting games with, I don't know. I know MK11 just came out. I don't know what they're going to do with MK12 or whatever the fuck they do. Or Street Fighter 6. I just hope not every game tries to be like Street Fighter 5. But that's my 2 cents on this topic, guys. And I think it's really interesting. I think that you need to have more to your characters. This just has to be more, so that your player doesn't feel like they're just doing everything somebody else is doing. I want to do something that another player can't do, and I want to inject what I have into my character that another player can't, because this is how I play. So that's my 2 cents on it. Black Mishima out, yo. I'll catch you guys later. Peace.